Greetings and salutations and welcome to Hockey TV and our coverage of the Soo Eagles, the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners, and the Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League. Scott Nason broadcasting from snowy Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. We like to call this the original Hockey Town USA, as we have an East versus West showdown between the Eagles and the Gold Miners. Our cameraman tonight, Rob Horn, as well our color commentator, Larry Pozzebon, braving the elements, making it over here. Wasn't snowing on your side of the border,
No,
Larry. What's going on there?
We're in the sunny side.
The sunny side. Well, it was a sunny side in the second and third period last night, Larry.
You're right.
For the Soo Eagles, taking on Rayside Balfour. The Eagles trailed after 1-2-0, and I had a chance to talk to assistant coach Alex Saruk a little bit before the game, and I was talking about what happened between the first and second period. He said it had nothing to do with me. That was all Coach Doug Leprod. Obviously, he got their attention. Eagles score 7 goals and win by the score of 7-2. Your thoughts on last night's game?
Well, yeah, that was great. I mean, the first period we went down 2-0 with the last 5 minutes of the period. But one thing I really noticed, and I had time to look at it in my head again, is that our top guns, only one, we'll say Caleb Wood, he got a couple of goals. Outside of that, it was your secondary players that did the scoring. You had Owen Shire, he picked up his 5th goal of the year. Dax got his 5th. We had Alex Schwab, he got his 3rd. You know, I mean, defensemen, and I hear they broke the sound barrier.
Very exciting in Hanoi, Vietnam.
And Mort, now him with his 4th. So this is what you need from a team. You got to have the scoring spread around. So last night the guns weren't scoring. The other guys came through and brought us a 7-2 victory, which is really, really great for them and for the team.
Yeah, with the win, the Eagles now in 3rd place all by themselves. They have a record of 26-22, 2-1, 55 points, 2 points ahead of Idle Blind River, who was expected to play at Elliott Lake. As I want to say hello to Mr. Praisner. Thank you, sir. As it's Parents Weekend, Larry, and of course
they're all around.
They always Mr. Praisner takes care of us very well. Thank you, sir. But getting back to the standings, Eagles in 3rd place now, all by themselves, 55 points, 2 points ahead of Blind River. 6 points behind Rayside Balfour.
Big win last night.
It was, yeah. The Eagles do have a game in hand against Rayside, and Blind River has 1 game in hand. So the Eagles have a chance to gain some ground on Rayside and get a little cushion between them and Blind River, because neither of those teams play tonight. So, Larry, only 5 games left, every game big, including this one.
Yeah, and this Gold Miners, they're not a pushover because they're fighting for first. Well, how's the standings there? They're still jumbled up in there?
Let me tell you, Kirkland Lake comes in with a record of 30-16, 2-3. Currently 2nd place in the East with 65 points, 4 points behind first place Hearst. The Gold Miners do have 2 games in hand, and they're fresh off of beating the Thunderbirds last night by the score of 2-1. But Kirkland Lake also has to look in their rearview mirror because they have a bunch of teams behind them. Timmins and Cochrane tied for 3rd at 63 points. Powassan 62. So if you're Kirkland Lake, you have 5 games left. You can finish 1st. You can finish 5th.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Isn't that something?
Yeah. Well, Eagles don't have that. Well, Eagles can make that same arrangement. They could be either 2nd or 4th.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked a lot about tomorrow, Larry. The Eagles will take on Rayside Balfour. Weather permitting, the weather could be an issue tomorrow with this rain expected and then ice and winds and everything else. So assuming those games get in. So every game matters, Larry, in really both the East and the West. And you know, we don't see these Eastern teams much. The Eagles played up in Kirkland Lake way back when in November. They lost there. But this Eagles team right now, since really the new year, has been playing very good hockey.
They have been, yes. They've hit their run. And you know, and I was waiting for this. And they got to keep it going now. That's all there is to it. You're on their run. They're going. And what I want to say is, Rayside now, who were running like crazy and running and gunning, now they've kind of slowed down a bit. You know, they win here and win there, but they're not winning like they were early in the season, where they took 4 from the Eagles.
It is Parents Weekend here at Pullar Stadium, along with Military Weekend. You will see the Eagles wearing their military uniforms as well. Between periods, the Eagles will be honoring all the parents and billet parents here in Sault Ste. Marie. A lot of parents here, Larry. We do want to give a special shout out to the Orfanos family who could not be here this weekend. Good news as George is back in the lineup for the Soo Eagles, but talked to Stephen Orfanos. They had a death in the family. Stephen's father, George's grandfather, and so Larry and I, of course, send our condolences to the entire Orfanos family there for the passing of their grandfather, George Orfanos. But they're all watching tonight, Larry. George's sister Carolyn, along with Catherine and his mom Linda, as well as Stephen Orfanos, and we're going to give you a great show down in Illinois. And if you want to hear more about Hockey TV and you want to hear maybe a shout out or two from Larry and myself, you can do so by going to Twitter. You can find me at snason2013. Let us know where you're watching. Let us know what you think about the broadcast. We had lots of Twitter folks last night, Larry, from Arizona, from Hanoi, Vietnam, with Sven Schwab, the father of Alex Schwab, there with the big summit with President Trump and Kim Jong-un. The Rocket Man, as he's known in these circles. Now, Larry, we got a few extra minutes, and I know you wanted to talk a little bit about college hockey over in Soo, Ontario. Of course, a lot of these Soo Eagles do go on to play college hockey in Division III and some other places, but you have a team over in Soo, Ontario that's doing very well with some players that maybe some of our listeners are familiar with, and they're doing very well.
Yes, they are. Thank you. The Soo College Cougars, they're playing in a Division III and ACHA. That's the American Collegiate Hockey Association. Now, they've been doing so well there the past couple of years that they've now moved them up to Division II. And they've done so well this year that they're getting a bye into the first round of the playoffs, going to be held in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, wow. The Bracers can go down and watch it.
Yeah. That's where they're going to be playing. That'll be from March 26th to March 31st. But I want to make mention of a couple of players throughout the league that are now with Soo College that I can recall. Brian Clement, he was a goalie with the Thunderbirds.
Yep.
They have Andrew Trowbridge and Andrew Barber, both with the Thunderbirds defensemen. Ryan Venderman, Steve Cull, and his brother Max Cull.
Yep.
They played in Blind River. They're with the Cougars. And our own Austin Rowe from the Eagles is also with the Cougars. So they've got a good nucleus there, along with the other players that they have. They've got a good nucleus there, and I'm excited for them, and I'm sure they are for themselves.
Now, where do they play their home games, Larry? Do you know where they play over in Soo, Ontario?
I think they're at I think sometimes they're at the GFL, the Gardens.
Okay.
They've been there, and I think they've been down at the Rhodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Soo College Cougars doing great things in American college hockey. Looking at the race here in the West, Larry, I had a chance to look at both who has whom left as far as the Eagles, the Canadians, and the Beavers. And Rayside Belfort right now, they're the team that's in the best shape, obviously in second place, 61 points. They're 6 points ahead of the Eagles and 8 points ahead of Blind River. So it's really going to be hard for the Beavers to catch Rayside. But the Eagles do have a chance. If they win tonight and they win in regulation tomorrow night at Chelmsford, they'll be 2 points behind Rayside. However, Rayside's schedule, Larry, they have two against Espanola. Now, we do know that Espanola does play teams tough, and they have won, but they do have the better schedule of all these teams. They have the Eagles at home on Sunday, then they're at Espanola, or rather at home against Espanola on the 28th. They'll be at Espanola on March 1st, and then they'll finish with Cochrane on March 3rd. So the Eagles are really almost going to have to run the table or at least go 5-1, and they're definitely going to have to beat Rayside if they have any chance at second place.
You're right, yes. They got to take care of business. So I guess you say one game at a time?
Right.
So for everybody, it's one game at a time. So Eagles concentrate just on tonight, take care of business tonight, and then you go to the next night after.
Now, of course, the Eagles do want to finish third place, and they're in better position to do that right now. As I mentioned, right now, 2 points ahead of Blind River. The Beavers do have a game in hand. That game last night that was scheduled to be in Elliott Lake canceled because of some roof issues. So the Beavers are going to have a lot of games coming up over the next few days. They're going to take on this Kirkland Lake squad tomorrow afternoon in Blind River. They also still have the Thunderbirds on the road February 26th. They have Elliott Lake at Blind River on March 2nd. They also are at Espanola on March 3rd, and then they have the Thunderbirds at home on March 6th, as well as that makeup game. So Blind River's going to have a lot of games in a very short period of time.
Yeah. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles now. These makeup games, they've, when the Eagles had to do theirs, they had the first one was postponed, the second one was postponed because of weather, and they had to go to town on it. So but they took care of business on it. That was good for them.
And the Soo Eagles, after this one, they are, of course, at Rayside Belfort tomorrow night, 6:30 rather, start time. And then our final regular season home game will be Friday, March 1st against the Soo Thunderbirds. The Eagles will be at the Soo Thunderbirds on March 2nd and then at Elliott Lake on March 3rd. So Eagles control basically their own destiny. They win out, they'll be at least third, possibly second. So you got to be happy if you're the Eagles. At least you kind of control your own fate.
Yeah, you really, You don't want to be counting on someone else. I mean, you'd like to at times to have some help, but take care of business yourself.
Looking at tonight's scratches, first of all, for the visiting Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. Out of tonight's lineup include number 9, Gregory Trudeau-Paquette. He's their leading goal scorer, serving 8th of his 10-game suspension he incurred earlier this season. Also out of the lineup, number 15, Cole Good. Number 19, Justin Dauphinais. Number 22, Colin Cromie. Those are the players out of the lineup tonight for Kirkland Lake. For the Soo Eagles, players not in the lineup include number 2, Cam Parrott, number 20, Owen Shire, and number 23, Ryan Dax. And, you mentioned it, Larry. Those are two guys that scored goals last night. So a few different players in the lineup. And
these are healthy scratches, too.
Right.
It's not, so, I mean, if you want to get in the lineup, you got to hope somebody in the team gets hurt or suspended. Yeah. And that's how you're going to make this lineup. So, and those guys that were in there, they showed why they should be in there too. Saying, hey, we got some points there last night, which helped this team go. But you got it. You got when you're farming, you got to make hay when the sun is shining. So you're out there in the ice. That light.
Yeah, this is the only game in the West Division tonight, or at least involving a West Division team. 2 other games going on. Kirkland Lake fans will be keeping an eye on both of these games. Timmins is at French River. That one starts at 7 o'clock. And Hearst taking on Cochrane. And again, Larry, that East Division race, literally anybody can finish anywhere in the top 5 right now. And Cochrane is a team that is going to host the Dudley Hewitt Cup. And they potentially could be in that 5th position, best 2 out of 3. So they could be eliminated very early because it's so competitive out there. And they might be waiting about a month or so before they even play again.
That's not good.
No.
That's definitely not good because practice doesn't mean anything. I shouldn't say it doesn't mean anything. You need game situations. You can practice all you want, do your drills, and cure your injuries because you got that time off. But you got to get into the game, and the game is where you find out how much more you need to do to get better.
Lake Superior State University Lakers in action tonight at Northern Michigan after losing last night by the score of 4-2 in WCHA college hockey, and the Sioux Greyhounds losing last night to Kitchener by the score of 4-3. They are off tonight. They will be taking part in an afternoon game tomorrow against the Sarnia Sting.
The Greyhounds last night, I did a little reading on that last night also when I went home. I guess they had a terrible third period.
Yeah, sounds like they played pretty rough.
2 shots on goal.
That's a bad
That's a bad period.
And the Eagles had no trouble putting up shots last night, well over 50. We're going to take a break here in our pregame show as the lights are dimming.
Whoa,
as we will hear from Bob St. Peter, who will have the starting lineups. The very disheveled Bob St. Peter earlier today.
We're going to have the guard, what's this?
Color guard.
Color guard,
yep.
Yes.
We'll be presenting the colors as we'll have our national anthems sung by Dan Kinney, and the start of tonight's NOJHL clash between the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners and the Soo Eagles here on Hockey TV. There you have it, Larry. Our starting lineups, anthems, and the ceremonial opening puck drop by a young man from the U.S. Army. And I got to say, boy, Dan Kinney, did he get that anthem or what? Both anthems.
Wow. Dan, where'd you come from tonight?
Holy mackerel.
He was... Boy, the pipes were just roaring out there.
Yeah, they really were. Need them up here in the broadcast booth. Mine aren't so much, Larry. So here we go. The Eagles and Gold Miners meeting for the second time this season. Again, if you want to say hello on Twitter, you can do so by going to Twitter and finding us at Nason 2013. Again, want to say hello to the Orfanos family watching back by the fireplace in Illinois. Stephen, along with George's sisters Carolyn and Catherine, and mom Linda. Also want to say hello to the Lannings watching. Patty, Hawk, Maria, and Danielle watching in Arizona. Getting some snow out there as well. I don't think where the Lannings are, but there's snow in the area. Here we go. Eagles with the puck going left to right as seen on your radio dial in their military-type jerseys. Kirkland Lake in their road white jerseys. Eagles trailed 2-0 last night against Rayside Belfour before scoring 3 goals in the second and 4 in the third as that puck shot out of play. We'll have a face-off in the Gold Miners zone.
Right on.
Goaltenders tonight for the Soo Eagles, number 31, Joe Benedetto, and for Kirkland Lake, number 1, Dawson Roden. Face-off to the right of Roden. Solis will take the draw. Orfanos out there as well on this line.
Both teams made a line change there after what? Not even 30 seconds.
Hanwell also on that line tonight for the Eagles. Now the Gold Miners with it across the blue line. Puck over along the far boards, and that one's going to hit a player on the bench. Nobody saw it.
Nobody, 4 guys out there, nobody saw it.
Here's Orfanos. Orfanos across the blue line. Orfanos with a nice shot. That one trickles all the way back to center ice. Eagles have it. Roth up to Solis. Solis across the blue line. Plays it off the boards. Now Solis. Back to Orfanos. Orfanos centering chance, broken up by the Gold Miners, and they might have a 2-on-1. They do. Here comes Kirkland Lake with it. Chance, shot, save, rebound. That one goes wide. Wow. Big save there by Benedetto to start this game.
You're right.
Now the Eagles with it. At center ice, Hanwell with the puck. He'll shoot it in. Eagles go for a line change. Gold Miners with the puck. On the near side, that's Bonner. Bonner to Forshoe. Across the blue line. Now Forshoe shot, save, rebound. That one goes wide. Good start by the Gold Miners. They beat the best team in the league last night, the Thunderbirds, 2-1.
Good start by
over at the Rhodes. Yeah. And Benedetto's made a couple nice saves as well. Now Bonner with it. Centering chance, broken up by the Eagles. Picked right back up by the Gold Miners. At the point, a shot, save Benedetto. Rebound along the near side boards. Bulware plays it over to Lamberti. Over in the far corner, Kirkland Lake gets the puck again. Back to the point. Fake shot, now a shot. That one doesn't get through. Rebound goes to Maine, and another save, Benedetto. All Kirkland Lake early in this first period.
Yeah, Eagles just couldn't get the puck out of their own zone. A couple of good scoring opportunities by the Gold Miners, but Benedetto, he stood strong. Good. Coming in cold, coming in like that, hey. Inside of 2 minutes, he had 4 good saves.
He's not cold anymore, Larry.
No.
He's well in this game. Face off to the right of Benedetto. Gold Miners win the face off. LeBlanc, his shot goes off of Jensen. Over in the far corner, Quinn to Wood. Now the Eagles shoot it in. Wood over at the far corner, tries to put it in front. Wood had a pair of goals last night for the Eagles. Gold Miners with it. Ellie passes up center ice, Murphy. Murphy across the blue line to Ellie in the slot. Ellie pass, shots, another save, Benedetto. He's been a busy man here early in this game. Now the Eagles shoot it in. Behind the net, now goes right in front. Took kind of a funny bounce off the boards. And that's going to go down the ice, and that'll be icing. We've played 3 minutes in this first period. Shots 5-1 Kirkland Lake, but we have no score.
No score, yeah. Okay, I'll give us a couple of sponsors. Actually, you know what? Okay, I'll do that first. You got Leach Sports Center, Super 8, H&R Block. It's that time, income tax time.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for mine.
Auto Sound.
That's about a month. Where's this? Apparently the government shutdown's still going on with the people on my taxes. Now the shot and a save there by Roden. Usually I have my return by now, but not so much. That shutdown, I'll tell you.
It hurt everybody. It's still hurting.
I don't know about that. But
oh, okay. All right.
I think everyone ended up getting paid, Larry.
Well, yeah, I know, but it took a while, though.
It did, yeah. Our effective government. Puck along the near boards. Back to the point, Roth. His shot gloved down. Broken up by the Eagles. Scarella, he scored a goal last night. Now Blair, the Eagles' leading point getter this year. He has 40 on the season. Blair family in attendance. Probably some of the family watching in Florida tonight, where it's a lot warmer and brighter. Well, it's pretty bright here if we like white. A lot of white light. Now here's a shot that goes behind the net. Picked up by Wagner. Now Skrell in front of his own bench. Behind the net. Jensen. Now Jensen flips it up. Blair, nice pass. Blair's got a player over on the far side. Pass a little behind him, broken up by the Gold Miners. Now here's Wagner at center ice. Wagner across the blue line. Tried to drop it for
that toe drag he was trying for.
Zahorian, but that one didn't work. Now here's Blair in the slot. Shot and a
goal!
Oh,
Yeah!
Brendan Blair found himself open. He winds up and buries it. And the Eagles lead by the score of 1-0. 15:51 to play here in the first period.
Did he ever wind up, eh?
Yeah, he sure did. Great pass there. I think that was Jensen who found Blair open. That was a long pass. And Brendan Blair now has 41 points on the season, and the Eagles lead by the score of 1-0. So it took a while for the Eagles to get going tonight, Larry. It took them a little while tonight, but not quite as long. We'll get the call from Bob St. Peter if he wrote it down. Pass goes to center ice.
Goal scored by number 7, Brendan Blair.
Big save here by
Assist
Benedito.
number 8, Kobe Keller. The time of the goal, 15:51.
Well, they say Keller got the assist. I thought it was Jensen that had the long pass. I could be wrong there. We'll give the officials the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Keller gets the assist. Blair gets the goal. It's 1-0 Eagles. Face off to the right of Benedetto. On the near boards. Now over the far side. Lamberti over there. This game very important for both these clubs. Kirkland Lake fighting for position. Now 3-on-1 potentially. Lamberti's got a player in front. Finds him. Shot. Save there. Oh, that one almost went in. Great setup.
Really?
And that was, I think, Wood that... It's kind of hard.
I'm looking for the number right now.
Number 19. That was Strauss that had a great opportunity there. As he got a good shot on it. It looked like the angle was kind of running out, but great pass and a nice save.
He was running out of space.
Yeah. Credit Dawson Roden with the save. Now quick face-off. Gold Miners win it. As I mentioned, both teams really playing for a lot here. Eagles playing for third, potentially second place. Kirkland Lake, they're playing for first. They're in second, and they're in a battle all over the place. Now a shot and a save there by Roden, and he'll hold.
The shots are almost even right now. The Eagles have really come on strong, and they're good quality shots, too. That was a screen shot, and Roden was he was covered in the corner, and he was able to handle that.
Good
He's
crowd.
a big goaltender
Yeah,
down
he
there.
is. Yeah, Roden is 6'5", 236.
He's a big goaltender.
From Chilliwack, British Columbia. They usually have a pretty good junior team out there. Heard that name in the RBC Cup a few times.
Chilliwack.
Over the years.
Look at this.
Now here's Praisner in. Praisner pass. Oh, just
man.
a little out of the reach of the Eagles player. I think that was Scarella. Quinn in his own zone. Quinn. Over to Butcher. Butcher had 3 assists last night for the Eagles as they shoot it in.
No icing. Okay.
Now Scott, no relation. James Scott, number 8. Across the blue line. That's Zahorian. Pass over to Bonner. Now Zahorian behind the net. Eagles get it over in the far corner. Wood with it. Wood off the boards to Jensen. Now Jensen's pass, a little too much there for Keller. And here come the Gold Miners quickly. In the slot, Bonner's shot. That one goes off of Roth. Eagles with it again. They could have a 3-on-2. Across the blue line. Now Keller in the slot. Keller, shot up high. Save.
Off the face mask.
Big save there. Now here's Schwab at the point. His shot. That one's blocked by DeSantis as the Gold Miners with it. Shot 6 apiece. Eagles lead 1-0. Now puck back in the Eagles zone. DeSantis with the puck behind the net. Now off the boards to Scarella. Scarella's got Blair in the slot or the center ice area. He shoots it in. Eagles go for a line change. Puck behind the net. Now the Gold Miners have it. Center ice. That's Couchy. Over to Bonner. Centering chance. Broken up by the Eagles. And here they come. 4-on-3. Eagles skating tonight. Boulware with a shot. Up high. Save. Rebound. Picked up by the Gold Miners. Good action here in this first period.
Definitely good action here.
Now shot in by the Gold Miners, and Benedetto's going to slow this down and hold on with 12:56 to play in the first period. 1-0 Eagles.
A couple more sponsors out here for you folks back at home when you hear. Safe Light Auto Glass, Kaesner Construction, the Roofing Plus, and L&M Homes. They do modular homes. Right now, the way the snow is out there, maybe you might need one.
Yeah, or you need to get the snow off if you have one. Did some snow shoveling or roof shoveling today. Roof. Yeah. Now back to the point.
Is that like Utes?
It is indeed. Now a shot that goes wide along the near side boards. It's the point. LeBlanc now passes over to Brassard. And Brassard gets dumped by Morich. LeBlanc at center ice. Eagles very disciplined game as well, Larry, last night. Only one penalty. Rayside had no power play opportunities. We haven't always seen a well-disciplined Eagles team over the years. Sometimes they've taken bad penalties, not last night. I think that's been a part of their game that's really improved this season.
Yeah, control yourself.
Yep. Now back to the point, LeBlanc. LeBlanc passes it over. Quick shot. That one misses by Richards behind the net. Kirkland Lake controls it. There's a big hit there. Oh, the referee takes a big spill. And he's not going to put that on his highlight film. Here's LeBlanc behind the net. Now back to the point. Kirkland Lake moving the puck well. Near side point. That's Ellie. Shoots it in. Brassard.
Eagles got to get a whistle right now or get the puck out of there because they're in trouble.
Brassard in the near corner. Kirkland Lake still has it. LeBlanc slides it over. Quick shot Richards. That one's blocked and goes to center ice. Eagles get some fresh bodies out there. As LeBlanc skates it across the blue line. LeBlanc with some speed. Now drops it for Maine. Maine with a shot. That one deflects and goes wide. Kirkland Lake controlling the play here over the last couple minutes. Now the Eagles get it at center ice. Jensen. That one broken up there by the Gold Miners. That was LeBlanc again. He's been out there a long time on this shift. He's still out there. He couldn't get off the bench here, onto the bench. Now the Gold Miners with the puck in their own zone. Eagles keep it in. Butcher's shot deflects, or doesn't deflect. Goes on net and a save. Rebound, another chance, and we're going to have a penalty on the Eagles, Larry?
Hooking on somebody, I'm not sure.
I spoke too soon about no power plays, as looks like Kirkland Lake is going to get the power play, as that'll be a hooking call on Riley Jensen. 10:44 to play in this first period. 1-0 Eagles. Take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard, Larry. Again, a couple games in the East, but Kirkland Lake fans want to keep an eye on these. Good news for the entire East as French River leading Timmins by the score of 1-0 in a 1-1 tie, Hearst and Cochrane. That one in the first period. Power play for the Gold Miners, trailing by 1.
21, Riley Jensen, 2 minutes, hooking.
So Jensen, 2 minutes for hooking. Eagles' penalty kill's been very good this season. Zahorian at the point. Now pass over, back to Zahorian. And the Eagles are going to shoot that one to center ice. The Eagles try to get a quick change here. They do. Zahorian across the blue line. Now Zahorian off the boards. Elwood behind the net. Zahorian trying to get it to DeSantis. Now the near corner. Elwood behind the net. Taken away there by Schwab. Schwab can't clear it, though. Kept in by the Gold Miners. Minute 10 left on the power play. Now Zahorian at the point. Over to Wagner. Back to Brassard. DeSantis near side. That one deflected out. Now DeSantis with it. At the point. Zahorian almost lost it there. Kept it. Now DeSantis. Down low.
Back door they have to watch.
Yep, Elwood. And that one shot down the ice by the Eagles.
Line changes for everybody out there now.
40 seconds left on the power play. Gold Miners with the puck in their own end. That's LeBlanc. LeBlanc on the near side to Brassard. Brassard now skates in. Brassard lost the puck. Now back to LeBlanc. Off the boards, Brassard plays over to Wagner. Now Brassard again quickly behind the net. Now trying to set it up, a shot, missing the net. That was Wagner, had a good opportunity.
It's a good setup there
and
for
the Eagles shoot it down the ice. 10 seconds left on the power play. It should pretty much do it here. It's Kirkland Lake, one late rush on the power play, and that will do it as Solis broke that one up, and the Eagles back at full strength. Shots 8-6 Eagles with 8:40 to play in the first period. Goal by Blair. The only one so far is Eagles lead by 1. We have all sorts of players coming
guys
on
are coming
and off.
on and off over there. Somebody's
Now
forgetting.
another one.
Yeah, somebody can't count.
I kind of lost count myself. As that one shot back into the Eagles' end.
It was almost like snakes and ladders.
You're right.
Up and down.
Yeah, you're right. Well said, sir. Now the Eagles shoot it in the Kirkland Lake zone. At center ice, Wagner across the blue line. Quick shot, and Benedetto will make the save. And that should bring us to a immediate timeout, Larry, with 8:04 to play in the first period.
We'll see if we get one here.
Eagles lead 1-0.
Yes, they are. Okay. I went down, haven't been down in the lobby there for a while, and I went down and checked out. I guess Christmas is past, so your Christmas shopping for last year was done. But what's coming up? We just had Valentine's Day. We missed that.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, yes.
Luck
And
of the
Easter.
Irish. Are
And
you
Easter.
Irish?
No.
Nah, I'm not either.
I'm an Italian Irishman.
It's kind of the same
Is
thing,
that
isn't it?
Okay, listen, down in the lobby there, they have the the souvenir or clothing store. They have scarves. I saw them the first time. Excellent scarves, Soo Eagles scarves.
They do have nice-looking scarves.
Hats, keychains, jackets, hoodies. I've noticed they got even sleepwear down there.
Sleepwear?
Yeah, sleepwear,
Wow.
like pajama bottoms. They're looking toques.
Are you a pajama guy?
Well, we're not going to go into the personal
I
stuff.
just thought I'd ask. It was there. And
You can ask.
Probably the only time I'll ever ask that.
Well, that's good. And you'll go away without an answer. The trap door.
Wow.
Those old ones, eh? Remember the trap door?
Yeah, something like that. Wow. Lake Superior State University moving on, leading Northern Michigan by the score of 1-0 midway through the first period. Lakers in a battle, kind of like the Eagles, for second, third, or fourth place. They could finish any of those places. Actually, they could finish fifth if they lose a few games. We'll keep an eye on that score.
Their schedule's almost done, eh? And March 3rd also.
That's right. 2 games left next weekend here at home, and hopefully some playoff games the following weekend. See, the ideal situation, Larry, is the Eagles don't play in the first round so we can watch the Lakers that weekend after the regular season ends, and then we can watch the Eagles that following weekend here.
Okay.
I mean, if it all works out,
Yep.
I mean, it's really
hockey.
It's really what we want. Then you got the Hounds starting in late March. So a lot of good playoff hockey in this area, Larry. I always say we're very blessed to have all these teams around us, especially when they're doing well now. Schwab goes down hard as the net goes off the moorings, and keep an eye on him. He went down. It looks like he's going to be looked at there by trainer Kerry Evie. Saw him get knocked down. It looked like something to do with maybe the hand or shoulder area.
He's limping, looks more like.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to the bench, though. He's not going down below.
Looks like she's going to get something. So we'll keep an eye on that. Face off to the right of Benedetto. 7:47 to play in the first period. The second intermission, the Eagles will be honoring the parents, both parents and billet parents, because really a lot of these billet parents are like parents.
Yes, they are. I'll tell you, they take care of these kids just like the parents.
And a lot of them do it year after year, and credit to them. It's not easy. Heck, I can barely take care of my kids.
Yeah, you bring them here to babysit.
That's right. Hey, they enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe one more than the other, but that's okay. Here's Couchy with it. Couchy had it poke checked away by the Eagles. Shots 8-7 in favor of the home team. Now across the blue line. Eagles with the puck. Now a quick shot. That one misses. Kirkland Lake clears it out of their zone. Now the Gold Miners shoot it in. Chased down by Butcher. Now Butcher near side Orfanos. Nice pass. Over to Hanwall as he'll flip that one into the Gold Miners zone. Nice hit there by Solis. Flair's fighting for that puck over in the corner. Solis behind the net. Solis to the point. Butcher. Now Fanos in the near side. Solis. Lost the puck. Zadorian with it. Now Solis gets it back. Puts a shot up. Save. Rebound. Goes right back to Solis. Butcher wants it at the point. Fanos over there. Now Solis gets knocked down. Fans want a penalty on that one. As well as some up here. Now here's Hanwall with it. Shot. Ooh, blocker save there by Roden. Eagles with some good pressure here. Behind the net, Jones.
Good hit by Orfanos.
Yeah, Kirkland Lake trying to clear it. Orfanos still has it. Now lost it. And look out, that one, sheesh, that one went way into the bench. And we'll have a face-off with 5:49 to play here in this first period.
Okay, we'll get back to some sponsors here. Derek's Barbershop, State Farm, Pizza Hut, and the Wicked Sister.
Wicked Sister, host of our sports show, The Game, which you can hear on Monday nights in Sault Ste. Marie, or you can hear on the sports show or thegamesportshow.com, where you can also find the podcast of our broadcast on Hockey TV for free. You don't even have to pay for it.
Oh, lucky people, eh?
Yeah. Well, if they want to relive all the memories or the greatest hits and misses of Scott and Larry. We didn't put the two when I was gone on there, though. We should have somebody come up and record that. I'd like to hear that. Now here's a chance, a shot, and a goal. Matthew Brassard has tied this game at 1 with 5:22 to play here in the first period. A few Kirkland Lake fans in the house making the long trek. That can't be an easy trip this time of year, Larry.
No.
What's that, about 9 hours away from here?
I don't know, honestly.
Imagine the lake in Kirkland is probably frozen by now. Probably a pretty good guess. I mean, if Lake Superior is partially frozen, I would imagine Kirkland Lake is.
Goal scored by number 11, Matthew Brassard. Assist, number 21, Brake Bonner. The time of that goal, 5:22.
So Brassard from Bonner, and it's 1-1. Now here's Scheidmiller, across the blue line. Shoots it into the Eagle zone. Clark with the puck. Along the near boards. Picked up by DeShantis. DeShantis drops it for Scheidmiller in his own zone. That one's shot down the ice, and we'll have an icing call with 4:42 to play in the first period.
Give you a couple more sponsors here. Well, no, you know what? The people who come here, they Eagles Nest. Ice cold beer, Chicago-style popcorn. You got pretzels and various types of wine coolers.
Yep.
And various types of sodas. Pepsi's a big one there.
4:42 to play in this first period. 1-1 tie. Now Eagles with it. A quick shot. Blair, that hit a player in front. I think that was Murphy. Now the Gold Miners come up with it. Kirkland Lake cross the blue line. Taken away by the Eagles. Now Blair. Blair shoots it in. Off the boards. That's Roden. Goaltender plays it over. Now in the shot. Keller. And a save there. Blocker save by Roden. Good opportunity for the Eagles. The Eagles player gets knocked down. That's Quinn.
Got back up and got the puck out, though.
Broken up and shot back in by the Gold Miners. Butcher with it. 4 minutes to play here in the first period. Quinn. Pass on the near side, just out of the reach of Blair. Now Quinn hits the linesman on the near side. Picked up by Solis. Solis got hit but keeps going. And now he hits the Kirkland Lake player DeBolt. Handwall over the far corner.
There's a lot of bodies getting tossed around here.
Getting physical all of a sudden. Roth plays it off the glass. Picked up by Zahorian. Now Maine. Zahorian, now we're going to have a penalty again on the Eagles. I don't know.
Interesting to see this call.
You see the cross check that wasn't called, and well, that one didn't quite look as intense, but the referee thought it was. And so 3:15 to play in this first period. Eagles shorthanded.
Calling tripping.
As Kirkland Lake will go on the power play. Lakers still leading Northern 1-0. 5 minutes to play in the first period. French River leading Timmins by the score of 2-0. That one nearing the end of the first period in French River. And the first place Hearst Lumberjacks leading Cochrane by the score of 2-1. The standings can change very quickly in the East this year, Larry.
Yeah.
All it takes is a couple games.
2 minutes, tripping.
So Solis, 2 minutes, tripping. The call, Kirkland Lake on their second power play. Gold Miners with the puck behind their own net. Patience, trying to break out of their zone.
Yeah, Lamberti's down there giving them a little trouble. They're trying to figure it out. The coaching staff are yelling at them now. Move it.
Move it around, I think was the quote. Now here's Gauchi with the puck. Puck goes over the far boards. Picked up by the Eagles and shot down the ice. Minute
Eagles
5.
get a quick change now, too.
Minute 5 left on the power play. Now Kirkland Lake will do it again. As they break the puck to center ice. Forshoe had a glove down by the Eagles player. Now Forshoe gets it. Kirkland Lake trying to set it up. Zahorian at the point. Now moves in. Shot deflected. Save. Rebound. Puck loose. Another save. Big saves there by Benedetto. Made a couple big ones there, Larry.
Had a guy left. Who's that number 27 for them? Elwood. He was left alone in front of the net. Nobody on him. And he helped create that problem that was in there. Benedetto come in strong.
Face off to the left of Benedetto. Minute 59 to play in this first period. 45 seconds left on the Gold Miners power play. Kirkland Lake wins the face off. Gold Miners with it. Zahorian at the point. Now Zahorian to DeSantis. Now DeSantis moves in. Now chance, and that broken up by the Eagles and shot to center ice.
Guy was coming in on the back door, and the puck just went over his stick.
Now Kirkland Lake still have time on the power play, trying to set it up. Elwood behind the net.
No, Schwab is back out there, so he's okay then for now.
Zahorian at the point. Now Zahorian with the wrister. That deflects wide. Goes behind the net. Now over to Ellie. Ellie in the slot. Elwood shot, save, rebound. Nice job there by Blair to get that out of the way. Now another shot and a save by Benedetto as we're nearing the 1 minute to play mark of the first period. Been a very evenly played first period so far, Larry. Both teams have had spurts. Kirkland Lake started off the hot team, then the Eagles. Now Kirkland Lake again. Orfanos at center ice. And that one goes off of Maine. Eagles get it back. Quinn still has it. Oh,
way outside.
Yeah, Keller in a bit early, and so we'll have a face-off outside the blue line.
Yeah, did that stick handling at the blue line, and you're forcing somebody offside when you do that little dipsy doodle.
40 seconds left in this first period.
There's a 2-foot zone that you don't stick handle at the blue line there. Inside or outside, going either way.
So Keller takes the draw, wins it, puts a shot on, save by Roden. Puck goes over in the far corner. Back to the point. Quinn, wrister, that one blocked by the Gold Miners player. Now Bonner clears it to center. Got by Butcher as Maine was breaking out of the zone. Now Bonner at center ice. Lost the puck. Eagles trying to get a little late flurry here. Keller with it. Keller tried to find Scarella, but he was a little bit behind the play. 5 seconds left. And Kirkland Lake might have a chance here. The clock's going to run out, and that's probably a good thing. After one period of play, we have a 1-1 tie here at Pullar Stadium. Larry and I will be back for the second period here on Hockey TV. Scott Nason back at Pullar Stadium here in the first intermission, and after one period of play, we have a 1-1 tie between the Soo Eagles and the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. The Eagles struck first, and Kirkland Lake would tie the game on the midway point of the first period before we recap the scoring. Color commentator Larry Pozzebon joining us, and Poz, very offensive first period. A lot of odd man rushes, a couple goals. Your thoughts on the first period?
The first period was I'll tell you, what's the name? The Gold Miners dominated for the first 5 minutes, I believe. They had the Eagles down ahead 5 shots to 1. And then when Brendan Blair scores a wicked slap shot, I'll tell you, I'm glad I'm not a goaltender.
Yeah.
And put the Eagles back put them into the game, and it ran. Both teams were going back and forth, and then after the Eagles got some penalty problems, and they didn't get scored on the power play that the Gold Miners had, but it took something away from their game. You can't be in the penalty box, and there was only the 2 penalties, but you can't be in there and then come back out. Your lines get shortened up and mixed up and things like that. So it started off good for the Gold Miners. Then turned around for the Eagles, and then it kind of went both ways for each team. So nothing really dominated, I don't think, for any team after to take a good lead here. I'm leaving you right there. Or did you turn me off? Oh, sorry.
No, I was in the middle of a cough there when you started. I breathed and it was coming on. I could tell. You took my breath away, Larry, is what you ended up doing. Recapping the scoring in the first period. Brendan Blair scored his 17th of the season at the 4:06 mark to give the Eagles a 1-0 lead. Kobe Keller with the assist on that goal. And then Kirkland Lake would score at the 14:39 mark of the period. Matthew Broussard, his 8th of the year, with assists from Blake Bonner and Hunter Forshoe. And that's where we sit right now. A 1-1 tie, Eagles and Kirkland Lake. Shots on goal in that first period, 13 for the Eagles, 11 for the Gold Miners. Out of town, Kirkland Lake fans paying attention to these 2 games. French River leading Timmins by the score of 2-0. Timmins, one of the teams that's right behind Kirkland Lake in that battle for first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, we'll call it. And Hearst, the team that everybody's chasing in the East, they're leading Cochrane by the score of 2-1 after 1 period of play. Games tomorrow include the Soo Eagles, as the Eagles will be in Chelmsford to take on the Rayside Balfour Canadians. Now, weather permitting, Larry, because we got a pretty good storm system expected to move in. It's snowing now. It's expected to turn to rain. The winds are going to really whip up, and then it's going to get colder. So there could be some concerns with games tomorrow, especially that one with the Eagles, just because it's later on. The Soo Thunderbirds will take on Espanola tomorrow night, and this Kirkland Lake squad will take on Blind River. And so Eagles fans will be rooting for Kirkland Lake tomorrow afternoon.
You bet.
Other games going on, the Lake Superior State University Lakers in action at Marquette, taking on Northern. Still a 1-1 tie there in the first period. And the Sioux Greyhounds idle tonight. They'll take on Sarnia tomorrow afternoon.
The Sting.
Want to say hello, Larry, again to the Orfanos family.
Condolences.
And a nice little message there. Stephen Orfanos sent the recording of us to friends and his brother, honoring, of course, George Orfanos, who passed away, the grandfather of George Orfanos, and also said Larry and Jeff said hello, and they thought that was very nice. So we appreciate that, Orfanos family and friends. So we're just about ready to get going here at Pullar Stadium. Coming up here halfway through this period, we'll play our famous Guess the Attendance game. It's my turn to try to guess how many folks are in the seats tonight. Larry was 4 off last night, and I was off as well. As Larry won that one. And we have a new camera operator tonight. Tell us about our new camera operator. He's much younger and
better looking than Rob.
There's no question about that.
And probably a better goaltender than him. Yeah, is Alex Allison?
Okay,
AA right here. We got AA beside us. He's filling in for Rob. Rod had some family commitments to take care of, and in fact, the whole family's gone except for Josh, the one son who's playing the music.
He's the lone wolf.
Yeah, he's the lone wolf here.
Yeah, indeed. So
Alex is filling in, and he was told to take direction. He was told by me to take directions from me.
Oh wow, you're the producer, Larry. Here we go.
I wonder where I want that camera shooting on certain people out there.
Indeed.
Where'd the headphones go? If you wanted to put on headphones, they're around there, Alex. If you're no, he says I don't want to listen to you guys. Smart. Okay, we're ready here.
So here we go. Eagles and Gold Miners, period number 2, about to begin. A lot on the line for both these teams here late in the season. Pretty much a lot on the line for all the teams, except for maybe a couple on the outside looking in the playoffs. Now puck in the Eagle zone. There's a chance for the Gold Miners, now picked up by Scarella. Scarella has Blair with him as he shoots it in. Now shot back down the ice. Back in the Eagles zone. Eagles with the only 2 penalties of this game, unlike last night where they only had 1 penalty and Rayside had no power plays. Now a high shot, blocker save there by Roden. Now puck taken by Broussard at center ice. Broussard across the blue line. Broussard still has the puck, now lost it. Schwab on him. Orfanos gets hit a bit there by Bonner.
Comes out with the puck.
Now it's center ice. Eagles have it. Across the blue line, Solis, nice move. Solis in, shot up high, save, rebound. Puck still behind the net. Now taken by the Eagles. Solis back to the point, Schwab. Now Schwab's shot, that goes wide. Orfanos on the rebound. Now back to the point, quick shot. That one off the mark by Roth. Another shot, that one's on, save by Roden. Now puck goes high and down the ice. Chased by Roth. Now the Gold Miners trying to put a little bit of a forecheck on. Now picked up by the Eagles. Solis across the blue line. Solis fanned on the shot. And we're going to have a penalty, Larry, and this might go against Kirkland Lake. It's a high stick. Yeah. And so it looks like the Eagles are going to go on their first power play, 18-10, to play here in the second period.
Your namesake here, James Scott.
Yeah, no relation again. James Scott getting the penalty for the Gold Miners. So the Eagles on the power play, their first of the game. They didn't score on the power play last night, Larry, but it really was about this point of the game last night where they had a power play and kind of turned everything around.
Yes, I thought that was the turning point of the game for the Eagles.
Minor penalty to number 8.
That was a save
James
right there.
Scott.
Yeah.
2 minutes. High sticking.
So high sticking the call on Scott. Eagles on their first power play of the night. Clark at the point. Now Clark off the boards to Scarella. Now back to the point. Blair. Down low. Chance in front of shot. Save there by Roden. Eagles moving the puck well on this power play. Solis. Back to Blair. He winds and fires. That hits Broussard. Clark keeps it. And nice job there by Forshoe, who shoots it down the ice. Minute 20 left on the Eagles power play. Clark lost the puck. A puck at center ice. Right below our broadcast position. Blair across the blue line. Pass over to Hanwall. Hanwall, Clark. Clark moves in. His shot. Nice save there by Roden. As Eagles still control the puck. Still a lot of time on this power play as well. Hanwall gets it to Quinn. Now Quinn over to Butcher. Quinn gets it back. Pass. Shot.
There
Goal!
Nice setup.
Quinn to Wood. And Wood scores his. No, they wave it off.
Oh, come on. Come
on.
That's.
I did not see what happened, Larry. That looked like a goal to me. And they're having some discussions. And those that are at home, maybe on Twitter, that can text, if you can replay what happened there. I didn't see anything. They're saying the net went off the moorings. But, boy, if it wasn't off by much.
That was.
And, boy, tough break if this one doesn't go the Eagles' way. So they're going to wave this one off, Larry, and that's a tough call.
The net was off.
Wow.
Goal disallowed. The net was off.
Wow.
You know,
I didn't see it. I mean, I'll just be quite honest. I didn't see the net off the moorings.
I think it came off after the shot was in the net.
And again, those that are at home, if you can, if there's a pause in the action and want to replay that, let us know what you think. I didn't see it personally.
What a setup that was, too.
Now here's another setup and a shot. Save, rebound. Oh, and a sprawling save by Roden.
Oh, Eagles are getting a penalty.
No, the Eagles, no. Going to be another penalty on Kirkland Lake. Good job there. I like what Butcher did. He just gave him the puck.
Right,
so
yeah.
The 5-on-3.
Get the 5-on-3 for at least 24 seconds.
Now it's the Kirkland Lake head coach really jawing at the official. He's not real happy about the call, so starting to get a little testy here, Larry.
It is.
As fans, coaches, everybody getting involved, but the Eagles will get a 5-on-3.
This they want to score early. Give them a second, then another power play. But they want a goal anyways, whether it's on 5-on-3 or 5-on-4. No, they don't want. No, that's it. You get 3, you don't get 4.
Well, 4 with the goalie. So here we go.
We don't count that.
Miners penalty to number 6, Gabe LeBlanc. 2 minutes hooking.
So hooking the call on LeBlanc. 5-on-3 for the Eagles. Blair with it. Passes it. Chance in front. Shot. Save. Rebound. Puck taken there by Solis. Back to Blair. Blair moves it over. Gets it back. Fires. That hits a player in front. Solis with it. That's going to do it for the 5-on-3. Blair. Shot. It hits the side of the net by Scarella. So now it's a 5-on-4 for a minute 30. Shots 21-12 Eagles. Puck over in the far corner. Scarella puts it in front. Clark with the shot. And a save there by Roden, and he'll hold with a minute 23 left on the power play. My goodness.
Good power play opportunity for the Eagles. They're moving that puck well. They're getting shots away. Just that they're just not finishing off. That's all there is to it.
Well, they did finish one off, but that got wiped off the board.
Yeah, you're right. Well, they still got a chance here. 1:23 left in this power play.
And power play effective, Larry. I mean, they're moving the puck and they're getting some great shots on goal. Eagles with the puck in their own zone.
Regrouping now.
Here's Quinn. Quinn at center ice. Shoots it in. Off the boards. Picked up by Brassard. Back to the point, Quinn. Quinn over to Butcher. Now Brassard over in the far corner. Kirkland Lake just wants to keep it there, kill some time off the clock. Now Eagles with it. Hannibal, he gets sticked up high. That's going to be a late penalty. Eagles want to give him the puck again, Larry.
Let them touch it. Throw
Eagles,
it, put it on.
There you go. That's what you do right there.
Yeah.
So we'll have another 5-on-3. It's a late call, but it was an obvious one, as Hannibal took that one right up into the face. And so another 5-on-3 opportunity, Larry, for 34 seconds for the Eagles.
The last one was 24 seconds,
Yep.
and they didn't capitalize. Now they got to do it again here.
15:08 to play in this very busy second period.
Yeah, it's his first 5 minutes. It sure has been.
So the Eagles will take the face-off. Solis out there along with Scarella, Keller, Blair, and Clark. Eagles win the face-off. Keller over to Clark. Clark to Blair. Blair to Clark.
5.
Blair.
Quinn Schuttelmiller. 2 minutes. High sticking.
So high sticking the call. 15 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Blair in. Shot that hits Forshoe off of his pads. Goes over to Clark. Scarella back to Clark. Clark moving in. That goes off of Scott's skate over to Scarella. Scarella. Pass shot. It deflected right on, and a save there by Roden. And that's going to do it for the 5-on-3.
Yep.
Shots now 23-12, so Kirkland Lake yet to get a shot here in this second period. They've been shorthanded pretty much the whole second period. Minute 26 left on the power play. Gold Miners win the face-off. Jones with it on the near boards. Now the Gold Miners shoot it down the ice. Not much skate marks, or not many skate marks on that end of the ice here, Larry. Pretty shiny ice over there.
Yeah.
Now the Eagles with it. Keller. Off the boards to Scarella. Now behind the net, Keller. He falls down. Kirkland Lake player also falls down. 3 Eagles over there battling for that puck. Now back to the point. Eagles have it. Blair. Over shot. That one deflects, goes wide. Clark puts a shot on. Another save there by Roden. Eagles still have time on the power play. 40 seconds. As the Gold Miners pick up the puck. Can't clear it though. Nice job by Clark. Clark off the boards to Scarella. He's got Solis open on the near side. Solis back to Clark. Clark over to Blair. Eagles still have it. 20 seconds left on the power play. Now moving in, winding and firing. Scarella, that hit a player in front.
Number 3.
Yeah, Jones, it's going to leave a mark. They hit him on the right leg. Here's Keller with it. He loses the puck. Look out. Could be a break for Brassard. Brassard in. Brassard shot and a save there. Good job by Blair to kind of just prevent too good of a scoring opportunity.
He got a good shot away, and nice save by Benedito.
Yeah. Now here's Solis with it. Kirkland Lake back to full strength. Now Solis, nice move behind the net. Tried to put it in front. Broken up by DeBolt. Puck on the near side. Kirkland Lake and the Soo Eagles tied at 1. Good contest here at the Pullar. Forshoe shoots it in. Now puck behind the net. Forshoe gets it back. Puck still back behind the Eagles' net. 3 Eagles back there, picked up by DeSantis. Now DeSantis passes it over, a shot. Benedetto save, rebound. Another chance, and 2 big saves by Benedetto, and he'll hold. 12:29 to play in this second period. We got a good one at the Pullar. We're tied at 1. Look at our out-of-town scoreboard again here, Larry. NOJHL games going on tonight. 2 others besides this one. And now it's 3-0 French River over Timmins. So you can't take any game lightly in this league.
No.
I'm not saying that's what Timmins is doing, but French River's out of the playoffs, but they've played teams tough all year long.
They have.
And Hearst leading Cochrane by the score of 3-1. That's the team Kirkland Lake is chasing as the Hearst Lumberjacks in first in the East. 1-1 tie here as we're approaching the midway point of the second period. Shots 23-15 in favor of the Eagles. Puck behind the Sioux's net. Quinn skates it to center ice. Now Quinn across the blue line. Shot deflects wide. Main pass center ice. Picked up by Ellie. Ellie across the blue line. That one deflects out of play. Between the second and third period, Larry, we'll keep it mic'd up for Bob St. Peter as we'll have Parents Weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Many of the parents here. Unfortunately, not all the parents could be here, but a lot of the billet parents also being honored. And we talked about that earlier. It's quite a commitment for an individual, a family to, basically.
It's a big commitment.
Quite is probably not the right word. You're here. The season starts in August, and hopefully will end in late April, early May. So it's a long time. And so credit to those billet parents. We don't give them enough credit on the broadcast. We will tonight. Solis across the blue line. Solis to Orfanos. Orfanos to Solis. Just couldn't get a stick on that one. Nice idea, but folks of the prod might think otherwise. Now a shot and a save there by Roden on the shot at the point by Roth.
Hanwell was waiting for the rebound, but nothing came. Guess I'll give you a couple of sponsors before before the game starts again. Buffalo Wild Wings, Mark's Tires, Bearishes, brand name clothing, and Frank's Place. Patronize those places, folks, when you're in town.
Face off to the left of Roden. Blair behind the net. That one goes to the point, out. Boulware can't keep that one in. Oh, speaking of that, Larry, we have another hello on Twitter. Want to say hello to Marion Stewart Holland, cheering the Soo Eagles, and Richard Boulware from Calgary, Alberta. So, yeah, thanks for chiming in. Almost saw that between periods. Almost forgot to give.
Calgary.
Yeah, Calgary. Flames having a good season this year. They're boy, a lot better than Edmonton. That's
Edmonton's got some good players, but what's going on there?
I don't know. Calgary,
they just fired their
general manager or something. They've had all sorts of problems out there.
Yeah, what's it? Terry. Can't think of his name.
He's unemployed, is what he is now. So. Yeah. Terry Crisp, former Calgary Flame, wasn't he from Sioux, Ontario?
No,
or did he coach in Sioux? Did he coach the
Greyhounds?
Yep, there you go. Now Blair with it. His shot deflects, save, rebound. That took a tricky bounce.
Yeah. Roden just saw it the last time. There's a broken stick by
Sven
Schwab.
Schwab. We're going to have to talk to him. He's in Vietnam right now. Not fighting, but he's there as part of the Fox News crew.
That's offside.
So,
yes,
Larry, Sven Schwab, I know he's watching or will watch. His son Alex just broke his stick. And, well, it's a good thing he makes that Fox News money because he's out $400 for a new stick, right?
No. He's laughing right now. He's laughing all the way to the bank. Fix Your Stick, FIXURSTICK.com. they'll do it. $35 to fix that stick.
That's it?
Any part. That's it. And
Wow.
a 30-day guarantee.
Holy
Leave it to these
mackerel.
guys, and they'll take care of it for you.
Awesome. That's fixyourstick.com. And that one shot down the ice. That'll be an icing call. And they also fix goalie sticks as well. Is that
goalie
correct?
sticks, yeah. Any part of sticks. You can get a hold of Rob, our cameraman who's not here, but he's got his phone with him all the time. 906-322-3330. Or since you're an Eagle player and father, you can leave your stick here, and I'm sure they'll take care of it for you.
Now, how in the world does a goaltender break their stick? When they're like
banging
banging
it over.
when the power play's
banging
over?
it over and then after you get scored on.
Right. Seen it a few times. Now here's a Gold Miners with a shot. That one goes wide.
We should ask Alex beside us. He's a goaltender.
I thought he had the headset on, but he's concentrating on it. He doesn't want to hear our ham and egg stuff over here. He wants to pay attention to the actual game. Dorian with it at center ice. Picked up by the Eagles and shot down the ice.
That might be icing, eh? No. Yes.
That'll be icing, and that should bring us to our immediate timeout. So, Larry, this is the time where we are going to play Guess the Attendance. Now, you at home can also play. You can tweet at SNason2013. This is the time where we try to guess the attendance. And, Larry, I'm looking around, and I'm thinking the crowd is very close to what it was last night, but we're going to have to wait a minute because we didn't get the immediate timeout, so we'll get to that on the next one. I know you're all ready to write and everything.
I'm just writing down attendance.
Okay. Now Lamberti at center ice. Picked up by Richards. Still a 1-1 tie. Eagles thought they had a 2-1 lead, but the goal was waved off due to the net being off the moorings. Here's Murphy. Across the blue line. Off the boards. Now Quinn behind the net. Picked up by Elwin. Shot and a save there by Benedetto. A puck at center ice. Here's Praisner with it. Raph Praisner. Nice pass, a shot. Wood.
He waited too long.
Good setup again, and that one was deflected out of play, so that'll bring the face-off in the Kirkland Lake zone. So, Larry, you said 575 last night, and that was a really good guess, and I'm thinking it's going to be close to that tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to say 565. 565.
Okay, write that down.
So you can play at home, higher or lower.
Okay, we got our immediate timeout, eh? All right, let's again. Okay, what we have here for the fans that come here? We have you kick a buck for chuck a puck. Costs a buck to toss a puck. You got a buck to get a lucky program. A lot of prizes there. Another buck for the 50-50 draw. You get half the prize money there. That's 3 out of the 3 things for kicking a buck. Hey, just come in here. And I think even popcorn's a buck.
It is.
So
it's just deals all over the place.
Deals all around, yeah. Kick a buck. That's it. Well, I got some time yet, eh? Whether I can...
you have time to do whatever you want. Speaking of time, Larry, the Lakers might need more time. They're now trailing 3-1.
3-1.
To Northern Michigan, so not a good weekend up in Marquette for the Lake Superior State University Lakers.
That's one of the rare times they play 2 games up there. Usually back
they do
and
home
forth.
and home, yeah.
Yeah.
4-1 now. Hurst leading Cochrane. That one midway through the second period. And French River leading Timmins. The Rock has gotten one back. They're leading 3-1.
Who would have thought Hurst would be in first place?
Nobody.
Eh?
Nobody.
No. That organization's in a short period of time, it's come a long way.
Well, really at the beginning of the season, I think Kirkland Lake and Powassan were kind of the 2 favorites with Cochrane. I don't think many people had Timmins and Hurst up there.
No. I wouldn't have guessed up there.
9 minutes to play in the second period. 1-1 tie. Puck shot in by Quinn. Shots 25-15 in favor of the Eagles. Now puck to center ice. Picked up by the Gold Miners. Shot in. Quinn. From the near side boards. Now centering chance. Broken up. Back to DeBolt at the point. One goes off the rail to the far boards. Eagles can't clear it. As Scheidmiller plays it behind the net. Picked up by Butcher. Now Butcher high off the glass. DeBolt with it. Now here's Wood. Caleb Wood, who thought he got a goal here earlier this period. As the Gold Miners will shoot that down the ice. Won't be icing. As Clark will chase it. Shoot it to Praisner. Now here's Orfanos. Orfanos lost the puck. Now picked up by the Gold Miners. Over to Solis. DeBolt with the puck. Now at center ice, Murphy. Broken up by Orfanos, just out of the reach of Hanwall. Now Hanwall. Orfanos. Orfanos at the blue line. Orfanos now gets around a couple. Tried to put it in front. Hits a player in front. Puck over in the far corner. Boulware pinches in. Gold Miners now will clear it to center.
Oh.
Benedetto out of his net. Will play it off the near boards. Picked up by Murphy for the Gold Miners. Now a shot in front. Oh, big save,
Wow.
Benedetto. As Elwood was wide open in front, but Benedetto
Really?
was right there to make a big save.
Really, that was a big save. Big play right there, boy, I tell you. Eagles made a mistake by bringing a puck back in their own zone. They tried to get it across, intercepted by the Miners, and then that's it. Tide turned right down in there. Miners saw an opportunity and almost got away with it.
Now a chance for the Eagles in front. That one blocked. Picked up by the Gold Miners. Brassard across the blue line. Brassard with a shot. That one misses the net. At center ice, Scott. Scott with it. Here come the Gold Miners. Wagner. Brassard.
Look at
Pass.
that.
Oh, a big chance there. As Scott had a good chance. Now another chance. Another
Oh.
one. Oh, big save, Benedetto.
Net's off this time.
That's off the moorings for sure.
Net's off this time. I saw that. I saw it move.
Now we're having some discussions here as Blair and Wagner talking about, well, something.
I'll tell you something. That was some big saves
Whew.
down there, I'll tell you.
Benedetto's made a lot of big ones here in the second period. 6:23 to play here in the period. Face-off won by the Eagles. At the point, now picked up by the Gold Miners at center ice. Zahorian. Morich plays it in his own zone to Quinn. Quinn with the puck. Now Quinn. Go to Solis, who shoots it in. Rather Strauss. It's hard to pick up these numbers sometimes,
Yeah,
especially on the sides. That's why we hesitate to name the players. We don't know who they are. It's camouflage, of course. Yeah, we're not supposed to see them, right? Isn't that kind of the whole thing? I was in the Navy. I always wore whites or blues. They do have camis now, I see. They're nice. Now a big hit there by the Eagles. Now a shot and a save. Or rather, that one goes wide. Get a little more physical as the Kirkland Lake player. I don't know what look out. That's coming our way. Oh, it hit. I was ready, Larry. I had the handout and everything. You see that?
Well, we got a goalie up here. He can help us
You're
out.
right. Yeah, true. Good point. That one went right through my hand. I think it hit the
pipe or something below us here or something. I heard it.
5:18 to play here in the second period. Shots 25-19 in favor of the Eagles. That's our radio guy, Matt, with the good line there. I like that one. Now Wood at the point. He fires. That one high and wide. Clark plays it over to Praisner. That one hits the official. LeBlanc.
We got to put up the wall of silence there. The cone of silence sometimes.
Not talk so loud is what he needs
Yeah,
to
well,
do.
that's what I mean.
So you got a microphone in front of you. Come on. Never understood that in broadcasting. Now we're might have a
net's off.
Net off the mooring. So
he's calling him again. He's making sure this time. He had even an opportunity to call a penalty on that same play, but he took the one of the nets off. Excuse me.
He's really getting into detail on that whole net
Really,
thing.
yeah.
My goodness sakes. We're going to have the history of the net next.
Internet?
The internet, yes, indeed. So don't forget the higher or lower on the attendance here, Larry, while we're chuckling
right
away.
too.
Now a chance in front. Oh, poke checked away. Shot. Oh, and that was a good chance there by Richards, who missed the net. Kirkland Lake getting some good quality chances here in the second period. Both teams have Gold Miners with it. Dangerous action in front of the Eagles' net. Back to the point. That's a shot by LeBlanc. Save, rebound. Benedetto again making the save. He has been stellar in this period.
I'm saying lower.
All right, so Larry is going lower on 565. I have to admit, Larry, I attempted some collusion as far as the ticket. Our lovely and talented Renee, who works down at the ticket booth, when I said it far off, she goes, I could text you the number before the period, but I didn't. I resisted temptation, just to let you know.
Okay.
So there could be. You could get the Robert Mueller involved and maybe some of that, but I didn't take it. I didn't take the bait.
We'll see now. We'll see. All righty.
4:09 to play here in this second period.
That's Kennedy's boat, PT 409.
Very good. Wow. Well, Larry throwing out the World War II reference. Well, you should know. You lived through it.
Yeah,
so.
I was there.
You were.
On the waterfront.
Yes, you were. Now Murphy's shot. Saved there by Benedetto. Behind the net to Murphy. Now DeSantis. Nice spin move there, but Roth knocked him down, gets right back up. DeSantis behind the net. Kirkland Lake with it. DeBolt. Back to the point. Shot. Save. Rebound. Another chance. Another save. Puck still
Net's
bouncing.
Off.
Net's off the moorings. Referee.
Look, he's gonna put it on now. Look at that. Oh.
Now the Eagles come up with it. Here's Scarella across the blue line. Scarella, chance in front, deflected by Blair, goes wide. Now another shot that hits a player. Blair behind the net. Kirkland Lake player lost his stick. Trying to hold on to Blair, does a good job. Now DeSantis at center ice, cross the blue line. DeSantis. Now 3 minutes to play in this second period. This has been a very good game. Back and forth kind of in the action. Now we're going to have the net off the moorings again, and so that'll draw a whistle and another face-off. He's really stuck on that net over there. 5-1 now, Hearst leading Cochrane. That one in the second period. Face off outside the Eagles' blue line.
Eagles win this draw.
Now shot down the ice. No icing. Chased down by Zadorian. Now you can see the parents leaving to get lined up and ready.
The land parents and the parents.
That's a lot. Now the Gold Miners with it. 2:30 to play in the second period. Quinn behind the net. Now picked up by the Eagles. Now kept in by Scott. Off the boards. Maine. Eagles come up with it. In front of the Kirkland Lake bench. Now Jensen with it. Moritz, excuse me. Those numbers sometimes, Larry.
Yeah, I'm your second set of eyes here.
Appreciate that. Now Scott for the Gold Miners. Kirkland Lake in their own zone. With the puck. Long pass up ice. Connects with Maine. Maine goes to the net. A shot. Benedetto right there as Lamberti went into him, and he'll hold. Now shots 25-23 in favor of Kirkland Lake. It was 25-15.
The shots have really improved for the Gold Miners.
Face off to the right of Benedetto. Eagles win the face-off. It's a player on the bench, so we'll do it all over again. Yeah. One more home game here, Larry. Next Friday night.
Thunderbirds.
The Soo Thunderbirds and the Soo Eagles. And they'll play one more time a week from tonight at the Rose. Now a quick shot off the face-off and a save. That one got through quickly. Now Schwab plays that one off the boards. Kept in by the Gold Miners. Now it's center ice. Here's Jensen. His pass. Over to Wood. Now Wood. One bounces off the Kirkland Lakes player's head. Picked up by the Gold Miners. Forshoe at center ice. Now Elwood. Across the blue line. His shot. Easy glove save by Benedetto. He makes that look easy.
Right. And that brought the shots even, 25 apiece.
Well, it's a very even game. 1:22 to play here in the period.
Oh, hear that?
Oh, 3-2. Yeah, there you go.
Did you hear that?
I did. How could you not? Half this rink could hear that. Now Hanwall with it. Hanwall his own blue line. Nice pass.
That's raw. Oh, we got a penalty come up against Gold Miners now.
So the Eagles are going to go on another power play, and the coaching staff for Kirkland Lake not really liking that call.
I thought it was a good call, really. He was right there, right in front of him. He couldn't escape. That's the second time he's gone in the box at number 5, Quinn Schneidel-Miller.
We got the wake up from one of the coaches over there. The referees aren't winning many friends all around.
No, they don't. I've been there. But if you're competent, you don't have to worry about it.
Face off to the left of Roden.
Eagles won this draw right back to the point. Here's Blair going in. Oh.
Minor penalty to number 5, Quinn Schneidemiller. 2 minutes interference.
Interference to call on Schneidemiller. Eagles on another power play. 40 seconds left. Clark cross the blue line. He'll fire it off the boards. Oh, nice job there by Blair to keep it in. Oh, another nice job. That could have been really dangerous. Blair made 2 really good plays right there. 30 seconds left in the period. Eagles don't score here in the second. They'll start the third on the power play. Blair at the point. Blair at the shot, and a save there by Roden. That one was dangerously close to going in.
No rebound there. Who was sitting right there looking for the rebound? Scarella, 14.
19 seconds to play here in the second period. Again, stick around between periods. The Eagles will be honoring parents and billet parents. We'll keep the mic on for Bob.
I think I'll be running the camera. I think Alex is going to get down there.
Oh, good. Well, that one's going to deflect off the glass and go to center ice. 10 seconds left. Eagles looking for one more scoring chance here in this period. They'll play it off the boards, Blair. And so the Eagles thought they took a 2-1 lead. That one was wiped out, and will maintain a 1-1 tie after 2 periods of play. We'll be back for the third period here on Hockey TV. Scott Nason, Larry Pozzebon back at Pullar Stadium here in our extended second intermission. Our score after 2 periods of play remains a 1-1 tie between the Soo Eagles and the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. Larry, before we talk about the game, nice job there by the Soo Eagles and honoring the parents and the billet parents. We had a lot of folks out there tonight.
We had a whole ice. In fact, they covered the whole blue line and walking down, filling along the side of the boards there. And that's not all of them, because a couple of land parents didn't make it for various reasons. And there's some that some of the kids billet at home in Soo, Ontario, so they didn't have any land parents. They have their own parents.
Yeah. No scoring in that second period, Larry. A 1-1 tie heading into the third period. Your thoughts on this game? It's been a fun game to call and watch. It's had, I think, a lot of ebb and flow and kind of back and forth momentum. It's been a solid hockey game.
It has been, And yesterday I picked the turning point, and I think again today I'm going to take the turning point where the goal was called back with the net off. I tell you that. I think that was a turning point. The Eagles would have went ahead 2-1. They would have started carrying the momentum, and in fact, they were up on shots. I think at one point they're
it was 25-15 at one point.
So now it's 27-25. So that changed the whole second period. So now we'll have to see what Coach Laprade is going to talk to him. Yesterday, between the first and the second, he said something. They came out and went wild in the second and went wild in the third. So now we'll see what they can do in this third period here.
Shots on goal in that second period, 14 apiece, 27-25 in favor of the Eagles overall. Out-of-town scoreboard, French River continues to lead Timmins by the score of 4-2. That one after 2 periods of play. And Hearst doubling up Cochrane by the score of 6-3. So no games in the West besides this one. The Eagles know that they'll at least be in third place tonight, 2 points ahead of Blind River. But if you look at the other games right now, Timmins, with a loss, could stay in third place. Cochrane is losing. Powassan at 62. So you have Hearst winning. They could have 71 points. So if Kirkland Lake wants to get first place, they really need to get some points out of this game, because right now, if they don't and Hearst wins, they'll be 6 points behind them in that wild East race.
Yeah, Kirkland Lake now, they took 2 from the Thunderbirds last night, so they're all right, and they'll say, no, it's still 1-1, so it's anybody's game here in the third period. So see who wants this the most, who gets the breaks, or who capitalizes on their opportunities. Again, I'm just going to go on Kirkland Lake side. They take 2 here. That's not bad now if we have 4 points in the first 2 games. And they got to play Blind River, right? That's
easy
where they go
for you
next.
to say.
Yeah, so that's where they go next. So, they can come out of this road trip 6 points, or they can come out with, say, 2 or 4. So they're in a good position right now.
Lake Superior State University and Northern Michigan, Larry, tied up at 3
All right.
after 2 periods of play in Marquette. So we'll keep an eye on that game. That one could end around the same time as ours, as the Eagles, with just 4 games remaining after this one, weather permitting, they'll be in Chelmsford tomorrow night as the Eagles will take on the Rayside Balfour Canadians. That one will start at 6:30. And then next weekend, the Eagles will have 3 games starting on Fridays. The Eagles will take on the Soo Thunderbirds here in the regular season finale at Pullar Stadium. And then the Eagles will be at the Rhodes a week from tonight on Saturday to take on the Soo Thunderbirds, and then end the regular season at Elliott Lake a week from Sunday. And again, the Eagles right now 2 points ahead of Blind River for third place. The Beavers have 6 games remaining. The Eagles will have 4 games remaining after this one. So ideally for the Eagles, they want to get 2 points and be 4 points up with 4 to play.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you, if there's some cancellations tomorrow because of weather, boy, there's not much time to put those in before the season's over. There's going to be some back-to-back games or some road trips that you really don't want to be doing, but you're going to have to. And the weather has to cooperate again still.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we got a couple extra minutes. I was going to look at what the weather is doing out there. It's kind of the calm before the storm. Was snowing a little bit, and right now this area is under a winter storm warning, although I can't seem to get my weather forecast. Right now it's not doing much. It's 30 degrees, Larry, but the forecast says, I like this. This is great. You got to love this area sometimes. Periods of snow will change to freezing rain later this evening, then all rain overnight as temperatures climb above freezing. Precipitation will change back to snow later Sunday with accumulations 3 to 5 inches, localized amounts up to 9 inches, and ice up to 0.4 of an inch. I don't even know what that means. In addition, power outages and tree damage likely due to the ice. Travel conditions will be poor due to icy roads and will become dangerous and nearly impossible. A little dramatic there Sunday afternoon in falling and blowing snow, damage to trees, and power lines is likely. Winds gusting from 40 to 60. Oh, come on.
I hope it stays on this side of the bridge.
Who wrote this? Al Gore? I mean, come on. 60-mile-per-hour winds. Give me a break.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, little bit. Go ahead there. Little editorial there on over-dramatizing the weather. There's not going to be no 60-mile-per-hour winds up here, I can assure you. At least I hope. I don't want to see it. That's what I'm trying to say. So here we go. Third period about to begin at Pullar Stadium as the Soo Eagles and Kirkland Lake Gold Miners meeting for the second and final time during the regular season. The only chance that they could meet again would be in the NOJHL finals. And that would be pretty cool.
It would be nice, yes.
It would.
I listen to you. I hear you.
I was going to say, I was wondering if I was just talking to myself. Sorry, I had to get after the 60-mile-per-hour winds. What, do we got a hurricane coming? I'm not buying that for a second. There's going to be no 60-mile-per-hour winds tomorrow. Fake news. Back into the Eagles' end. Eagles on the power play for another 45 seconds. Keller across the blue line. Nice move.
Nice
Keller
move,
to the net. Keller goes behind the net. Oh, lost the puck.
He lost it in the water there.
Yeah. That end always seems to dry the latest.
Well, that's where the Zamboni, that's where they finish up over there. Miners are doing a good job of freezing that puck up, but the Eagles come out with it now.
Now Blair, that one, look out. That one's going to go into the crowd as one of the players not dressed got out of the way.
That was going right across the ice to a pass to the defenseman over there, but it deflected off a stick, went way up in there.
19:16 to play in this third period. This game goes to overtime. Both teams would get a point, which would definitely help their cause.
2 is better.
Yep, both teams want 2, no question about that. Face-off controlled by the Gold Miners, but the Eagles get it. Wood behind the net, try to put it in front. Now Kirkland Lake's going to shoot that one down the ice.
And it's not icing because they're killing the penalty.
Butcher with the puck. As that'll do it for the Eagles' power play. Now Butcher across the blue line to Praisner. Praisner lost the puck. Eagles get it back. Butcher. Now taken right away by the Gold Miners. Butcher at center ice. Over to Jensen. Now Jensen across the blue line. He'll fire it off the boards. Picked up by LeBlanc. LeBlanc to Brasser. Now nice job there. Wood, his shot. Blocker save by Roden. Puck over in the far corner. Now the Gold Miners with the puck. That's Brassard. Brassard behind the net. I missed that one, but I saw Matt look this way. Must have been pretty funny there. You heard it? Now puck right below our broadcast position. Jensen.
I got headphones, I can hear.
Apparently, yeah, that's pretty good. Now here's Quinn with it. That one goes through the slot, picked up by Richards. Now Wagner at center ice, across the blue line. Behind the net, Wagner. Over to the far point. Bonner, taken away by the Eagles, might have a 3-on-2. Praisner across the blue line. Praisner with the shot up high, and Roden makes the save, and he'll hold. We'll have a face-off in the Gold Miners zone.
Okay, time for a few sponsors here. North of Chicago Pizza. LaPrade Agency, that's Coach Doug LaPrade. That's his business. Yeah. And LSSU Superior Sports. And Everything Electric. We'll stop. Oh, we'll give another one. Baldwin's Superette. Now, have you shopped there? At
my
Baldwin's?
neighborhood store, yeah.
Oh,
kind of in my neighborhood, yep. A few blocks away, but it's the closest store to where I live. There used to be one across the street, but they closed down a while ago.
And were they meat grocery store?
Grocery store, yep. It used to be Aunt Marion's was the name of it.
I remember hearing that name before.
Oh, yeah, it was right across the street.
Would they retire and that's it?
I think the business kind of just didn't work out. Used to bring 50 cents to the Baldwins. You get a whole bunch of candy for 50 cents. I don't think you can get in the door with 50 cents now.
Well, I guess not.
Now here's Hanwall with the puck. Hanwall now puts a shot, hits the side of the net. Hanwall with it, another shot.
What a
save there, Roden.
I don't know if he knew where that was.
I don't think he did. Now puck over in the far corner. Elwood plays it off the boards. LeBlanc. Now Orfanos. Near corner. Quinn picks it up. Here comes the Eagles. Solis. Solis across the blue line. Now Solis with the move. Putting it in front. Shot. That one got deflected in front by LeBlanc. Now the Eagles with it. Puck taken by the Gold Miners out of their own zone. Forshoe. Over to Couchy. Now the Eagles pick it right back up. Clark shot goes right into the defenseman. Following it up, though, now picked up by Forshoe. Forshoe at center ice for the Gold Miners will shoot it in. He gets knocked around by Clark. Puck behind the net. At center ice. Now back in the Gold Miners zone. Shots 29-25 Eagles. Ellie across the blue line. Ellie's shot, and that will go off the goaltender Benedetto out of play. We'll have face off in the Eagles zone.
Oh, we got a little pushing and shoving down here now. Look at this. Good discipline by Moritz there.
Yeah.
He took 2 cross checks and didn't retaliate, and good for him.
16:02 to play in the third period.
He forgot something.
I did. I was thinking
You're
about
trying
that.
to forget it, eh?
Yeah, we'll talk about that next.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. I remembered it just as the period started, but then I just wanted to forget it after that. So, needless to say, those that have been watching us all year know what we're talking about and why I'm talking about it like that. Puck in front of the Kirkland Lake bench. Keller at the point. Wraps it off the boards. Behind the net, Blair, along with Scarella. Now Scarella lost the puck. Picked up by the Gold Miners. Keller tried to keep it in. Now Butcher keeps it in. Kirkland Lake really working hard to get that puck out of the zone. Eagles keeping it in so far. Now Brassard has it. Gold Miners finally clear it. Shot into the Eagle zone. Butcher's pass up to Blair. Now Blair to Keller. Back to Blair. Over to the point. Too many passes there. Now a shot up high. Save. Another helmet save there by Roden. He's done that a couple times tonight.
Not by choice.
No,
I think they've been hitting him there.
That's not his plan, I'm sure. Now the Gold Miners with it. DeSantis into the Eagle zone. Now behind the net. DeSantis still has the puck. Kirkland Lake with control. Now at the point. LeBlanc backhands the pass. Over to Elwood. Now Elwood at the far corner. Elwood back to the point. Now passing it over the far corner. Chance in front, broken up by the Eagles. Here they come to center ice. Wood with it. Wood will fire that off the boards behind the net. Roden behind the net. We got a fight back behind the plate. Didn't even see what happened there, Larry. Here's Roth going at it. Roth with the Chantis. Now Roth gets a right hand in as both players trying to get that hand loose. Now the helmet goes. Now here we go. Swing and a miss there by the Chantis. Now Roth, and he's going to win the fight. Pretty even fight, but Roth will give him the decision just because he fell on top of the Gold Miners player.
I think there's I'm not sure if there's an additional penalty or something when you take the other players. That's how you're supposed to end the fight. Yes,
I'll just help the other guy out that you just tried to beat up.
But when you take the helmet off the other guy, I'm not sure. That's I think there's a rule against that, but I don't know for sure.
Well, I didn't see how that started.
Neither did I. I was watching a play.
I saw the whistle blow, and all of a sudden I look back, and two guys are squaring off. So, and I think we even got that one on camera.
I don't know where Alex had this camera right here. So, like I said, I was watching the play, so I'm not sure.
You might be right on your assumption there. It looks like the extra 2 minutes going on the board for Kirkland Lake. So, DeSantis might get the extra 2 here, Larry. That's why we pay you the big bucks for you to know all these things.
I try.
You're like
I'm trying.
Kirkland Lake not real happy with that call.
I'm still looking at that one the other night. So I went through the rule. I was just started going through the rule book where the referee called when the Eagle player deflected the puck in the air with his glove and it went to the goal and made the save.
Right.
And they took the face-off outside. So I'm still looking on that one. I really had a hard time trying to find something on it, but I will continue to look.
You have some time on your hands here, so apparently.
Well, not tonight. I mean,
right.
In my downtime.
That's right. Well, we have a moment, Larry, while we're waiting for this to be sorted out. Let's look at our out-of-town scoreboard involving a couple Eastern games. French River and Timmins now tied at 4.
Wow.
That one in the third period. And Hearst, they're still leading at Cochrane by the score of 6-3. And Northern Michigan has gone up on Lake Superior State 4-3. That one in the third period. Don't know if the other local teams here are playing.
I'm watching. Okay, Alex has got the camera down here with the officials. They're having a good discussion. They're doing a lot of hand signals down there, tapping on the chest and the cheek. And I don't know. What did you see? I'm trying to look. There you go. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? One time as a linesman, you didn't offer any advice unless you were asked. Now, I think they've changed that.
Yeah, they said all consult.
Yeah. Let's all get in there. And maybe because you can't. Now it's back then when you had one official. One referee.
And 2 linesmen. It was a one-man show. More authoritarian back then with officials, I think.
Here we go next. Here we're going 5-5. Who's signaling
Oh,
over there?
now they're taking it off the board. So maybe they're having a change of heart, if you will. So it looks like
Face off down in the corner.
Well,
they got
there
that
you go.
right.
Well, it doesn't look like any extra penalties will be incurred. So initially that was the call, but there must have been some discussion as far as if that was the right call, and the officials changed their minds. So now they're going to do a face-off.
We'll have to wait for Bob once he gets this written down. And
and make sure you mark it down, Bob.
He's got the microphone. He's ready.
Yes, he is. He's at the ready.
He's
Let's hear from Mr. St. Peter.
5-on-5 anyway.
Yep.
So
it looks like we're going to have 5-minute majors and game misconduct. We'll see.
Yeah.
Minor penalty to number 10, Vincent DeSantis. 5 minutes for fighting plus a game. To the Soo Eagles, to number 11, Lucas Roth. 5 minutes for fighting plus a game.
There you have it. 5 in a game for both individuals there. And so we'll play 5 aside. Puck taken by the Gold Miners. Or Miners, as Bob calls them.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure that out. Minor penalty.
Well, he calls Kirkland Lake Minor.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
He doesn't say the two words. Too much for him, so he just says Miners.
Yeah.
Even though they're gold, they could be mining for nickel. They're gold miners. That's their nickname.
Yeah.
You know. Never understood that.
Well, they could have been a 49er minor.
That's true. Ottawa 67. No, that wasn't mining. That was, what is that?
That's centennial year.
Oh.
Canada centennial year.
Oh.
1867,
Oh, very
1967.
good. Okay,
No,
now
you're
here's a
good.
chance, a shot, and a save there.
You play around in your own zone. You're giving opportunities up.
Is that when the Queen just signed away Canada? It's like, here you go. Is that what happened for the centennial?
I don't know. I wasn't there then.
Yeah.
It was just a little before my time.
You guys didn't actually have to fight a war. I think you just kind of signed like a lease or something. Here you go. We'll
No, we
create
fought
Canada.
a war. We fought that war.
You didn't fight a war against England.
No, we fought for England against.
I know you
who.
did. I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good thing we're friends now. Good thing all the countries are getting along right now.
Oh, yeah, aren't they? The Rocket Man.
Fantastic. It's great.
Yeah, everybody's happy.
So
out
much
there.
harmony in the world right now, isn't it?
Happy.
Just
It's
go
almost,
on-
they're like one of the dwarfs are happy.
Just go on Facebook for 5 minutes and see how happy everyone is.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Or Twitter, same thing. Back to hockey, Larry.
Okay.
12:45 to play in this third period, a 1-1 tie. Now it's center ice, Forshoe, nice pass, just out of the reach, though, of Bonner. Had a lot of wide open action in the first period, Larry. It's defensive kind of tightened up a bit here.
This period here, they started, Eagles come out, started hitting people around. Then we had that fight, and it stopped everything up. Now everybody's got to get going again. Both teams.
Puck at center ice, Orfanos cross the blue line. Off the boards. Now behind the net, Orfanos. Couldn't catch up with the puck. Now back to the far side.
Oh, Orfando's is getting the penalty.
That's going to be a penalty.
I didn't see
on
it
the
all,
Eagles.
but he's got one in the corner there. Let's see who's going to call. Boarding.
Yeah, so that penalty is going to go against Orfanos as the Gold Miners now will go to the power play. 12:09 to play in this third period. No power play goals so far tonight.
Eagles didn't capitalize, and neither did the Gold Miners.
So face off. Both goaltenders played very well tonight,
They
Larry.
have, right, yeah.
I mean, you're looking at, barring a lot of goals, 2 stars.
Well, I don't know who's going to be picking them down there tonight.
Yeah, that's true. We got a
Ken's not here, so he generally picks them.
young lady filling in tonight.
Number 10, George Ofanis. 2 minutes, boarding.
So boarding the call on Orfanos. Back to the point, LeBlanc. Near side, Brasser,
Look at
deflection,
nice.
save, rebound, another save.
Wow.
Then Benedetto making a lot of saves on rebounds tonight too, Larry.
Who's that? Noah Cucci back there, 17 for them. No, that hurt.
That went right off of Quinn's leg. As Praser over the far side hits the Kirkland Lake player.
Oh, we got a
Now
penalty
we're gonna
coming
have a
up.
penalty, and this
I don't know against who, though. I missed
might-
that, so. White. Oh,
Wow, that's gonna
That hurts.
That's
Cross-checking.
really going to upset the Kirkland Lake coaching staff over there. They were already barking. They wanted a penalty on the play.
That's Maine, number 20, Joshua Maine.
That's Maine. And you just look at the coaches over there, Larry. The facial expressions are priceless. They're like, what?
They should listen to us like Rayside Belford
we
coaches.
Like those coaches.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
They like us.
Yeah, I know, right?
But we're likable guys,
in some circles, yes.
Yes.
League offices, maybe one of us is.
I wonder which one.
The one that keeps the peace, Larry. I should get the Nobel Peace Prize for broadcasting in this area.
Minor penalty to number 20.
Oh,
Josh Maine. 2 minutes. Cross-checking.
So Maine gets the cross-checking. 4-on-4 now before the Eagles will go on a power play. Clark at the point. Fires. Save by Roden. Puck goes over to Clark. Shots 31-29 in favor of the Eagles. Now the Gold Miners with it. Zorian back in his own zone to Scott. Now on the near side. Limborian to Murphy at center ice.
Good puck control by the Miners here.
Now Bonner with it. Bonner off the boards. Over to Zahorian. Bonner over the far corner. Picked up by Murphy. Now Murphy along the end boards for Kirkland Lake. 15 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Eagles will have about a
look at this. It's a race.
40-second power play.
Wood's going to beat him.
Wood. Oh, and a deflection there. Another chance in front. Puck still loose. Picked up by Murphy. Now the Eagles on a power play for 40 seconds as we're halfway through this third period. Here's Quinn with the puck. Kyle Quinn, center ice. Quinn in the slot. Lost the puck. The Gold Miners will flip it down the ice. Jensen with the puck. Jensen at center ice. Cross the blue line. Now poke checked away.
You got to do something with it. You got to do something with it.
Elwood will shoot it down the ice, and that'll pretty much do it for the power play. Shortened version of the power play. 5 seconds left on it. And so that'll get both teams to full strength. Orfanos on the end boards. Now back to the point. Butcher. Butcher with the wrister. Pad save there by Roden. Puck over on the far side. Now Elwood. Across the blue line, he's got Brassard going to the net. Nice job to break that up by the Eagles. Chance in front, now picked up by the Eagles' Handwall. Handwall on the right wing side across the blue line, waiting for someone to help. Eagles go for a line change.
Yeah.
And Handwall, nice job there just to back it back in. Behind the net, Jensen, chance, shot, save. Rebound goes over to the far boards. Picked up by Kirkland Lake. Back and forth we go. Here's Bolware in his own zone. We'll go down the ice. Deflected, no icing. Puck behind the net. DeBolt. DeBolt with the puck. DeBolt. Near side. Picked up by Richards. Now Richards will shoot the puck in. Ellie with it for Kirkland Lake. Eagles get it. Pass off the boards. Lamberti trying to get to that puck. Almost did. Now the Eagles with it. Flipped Lamberti. Strauss going to the net. Lamberti with a shot and a save there by Roden, and he'll hold with 8:08 to play.
No rebound.
A couple other players getting together, Larry.
We should have a timeout, Our media pretty soon here?
I believe so.
I think we are doing it.
Lakers now trailing 5-3, Larry, so goaltending not going the Lakers' way tonight.
Okay, we got immediate timeout right now, so you want to get into the...
Oh, yes, the attendance, yes. Well, earlier tonight, back about an hour ago, we played our attendance challenge. I thought the crowd was similar to last night, which was kind of right in a way. I said 565. I was hoping Larry was going to take the bait and go higher, but Larry did say lower. Larry, what was our attendance, or what is our attendance tonight?
545.
So Larry wins again, and really need an extended playoff run for the Eagles because I'm down 3.
12-9.
Oof.
Hooray! I win!
Yeah,
win.
you win. What do you win tonight?
That's from the Rat Race. You never saw that? That's
No.
a great movie. It's funny, really. Okay. Meanwhile, we'll get into some. You're really enjoying that, so we'll get into some commercials here. Where'd I leave off?
The Rat Race.
Yeah, no. Baldwin Superette.
Oh,
that was
yes.
the last one. See, so Soo
that.
Builders Supply, Monocle Jewelers, Big Bear Pro Shop, and Border Town Chiropractic.
Dr. Pete and Dr. Rachel, they'll hook you up.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
No, it's not Robert Kraft kind of hookup, Larry. It's we're talking to fix your back.
Oh, okay, yes.
We're not talking one of those places. So here we, excuse me, all choked up here. 8 minutes to play in the third period, a 1-1 tie. Kirkland Lake with the puck. Gold Miners now put it in front. That one goes to the slot. Scarella over along the far boards. Across the blue line. Scarella's got Butcher going to the net. Scarella tried to find Butcher. Just out of his reach. Butcher gets it. Off the high glass behind the net. Now Keller. Poke checked away. Keller has it. Keller with a shot. Blocker save by Roden. Goes off the rail to the Gold Miners. Eagles get it back. Shot off the boards. Scott. Gold Miners still trying to clear it out of their zone. And they will. Butcher with it.
He was going for a line change, and the puck came right to him.
Now shot in. Roden juggled that one a bit. Recovers. Now taken by LeBlanc. 7 minutes to play in the third period. Here's Murphy across the blue line. Murphy with the shot. Blocker save Benedetto. Puck over along the far boards. Quinn backhands it. Can't get it out. Kept in by DeBolt. Now here's Ellie behind the net. Ellie with a reverse. Now picked up by Wood. Now Caleb Wood will clear the zone. LeBlanc has it for the Gold Miners. Now LeBlanc with the puck on the left wing side behind the net. LeBlanc will play it to his near defenseman, Ellie. Ellie will shoot it in. Murphy.
Referee's caught no man's land. He's putting the net back on.
Yeah. Big hit there in the near side boards. Kirkland Lake, though, keeps the puck. LeBlanc juggled it a bit. Eagles now trying to clear the zone. Praisner, that one could be icing.
No, if he gets there before. Oh, yeah, okay.
They will call icing with 6:05 to play in the third period. Shots 36-30 in favor of the Eagles. We're still tied at 1. Been there for a while now.
A few more sponsors. Holiday Inn Express, Best Western, Superior Place. That's where they do rentals weekly and a monthly. What if they got them daily, come over here, and because drinking and driving, so you just come over here and say, I want a room for the night.
Yeah. Face off to the left of Benedetto, won by the Eagles. Puck at center ice. Now Wood with it. Wood with a nice move over to Praisner. Wagner picks it up for the Gold Miners. Now Orfanos at center ice. Orfanos will flip that in from his knees. As Zahorian behind the net for the Gold Miners. They'll be in Blind River tomorrow afternoon at 2. The Eagles will be at Rayside Belfort tomorrow night. Here's a chance, a shot. That deflects wide. Behind the net, Brassard. Now Wagner.
Take the man.
Over at the far circle. Wagner behind the net to Couchy. No hand wall. Will clear it out of the zone. Kirkland Lake now shooting it in. Kept in by the Gold Miners. Now Couchy over in the far corner. Wagner over there as well. Up on the near side, LeBlanc puts it back behind the net. Now the Eagles come up with it. Under 5 to play in the third period. Shot in by the Eagles. If this goes to overtime, both teams get a point. And both teams, I think, would be pretty happy to get this to overtime and secure that point.
Yeah, really. Let's get one and then go for 2.
Then go for 2, yeah. maybe that's what we're seeing right now.
Well, still a lot of time. 4:37. Can finish off with a few more sponsors, then get that out of the way. Marquetta Distributing, All-Star Marine and Power Sports, and Soo Insurance Agency.
4:37 to play in the third period. A 1-1 tie off the face-off. Good chance there for the Eagles. That was, I believe, Keller with the shot.
That went off his skate, off a rod and skate, and right through the goal crease.
Now the Gold Miners pick it up. At center ice, Eagles. Clark moves in. Now the Gold Miners with it. Center ice. Forshoe shoots it in. Clark. Forshoe collide. Eagles with it. Keller across his own blue line. Keller with some room. Over to Scarella. He avoids the big hit. Now Scarella gets the puck. Blair in front, a shot. Save, rebound, puck loose. Great setup. Another good save by Roden.
Right.
Blair had a golden opportunity to give the Eagles a 2-1 lead. Now another shot, save, rebound. Blair, he gets knocked down. Scarella, he puts it in front. Puck still loose in the slot. Blair just getting hammered in front by the Kirkland Lake player right in front of the referee, and that's not making Coach LaPrade very happy. Now Kirkland Lake with it at center ice. As the intensity ramping up a bit, Larry. Late season hockey. We're almost seeing playoff-like hockey right now. The Bolt at center ice. Passing it over. Now shot in by the Gold Miners. Shots 39-30 Eagles with 3 minutes to play. Ellie in the near corner. Bullware on him. Now Kirkland Lake with some pressure. Bullware plays it off the boards to Schwab. Schwab and Birdie waiting for that puck. Just out of his reach. Now Brassard with it. Brassard to Maine. Now Maine will fire it in. Hard off the boards. Forshoe lost the puck. Here's Quinn with it. Kyle Quinn across the blue line. Now Quinn with it. Shot, save, rebound, goes behind the net. 2:30 to play in the third period. Puck in the near corner. Kirkland Lake zone. Gold Miners just trying to get it out of there. LeBlanc has it. LeBlanc's pass right to Forshoe at center ice. Now Forshoe, Lamberti, a big hit behind the play. Fans like that one. Couchy. 2 minutes left in this third period. And the puck over in the far point. Couchy behind the net. Elwood over there. Couchy now comes up with it. Back to the point. Zahorian over to Scott. He'll cycle it down low. Elwood behind the net. 2 Eagles over there.
Somebody's lost. Oh, it was an Eagle lost a stick.
Couchy now. Pass over to Zahorian. His shot. Save. Rebound. Big save. Benedetto, I think he got the pad on that second shot. And look out. That one's going to go out of play. And I think everybody could use the whistle right there.
Yeah. Strauss was playing without a stick.
Well, I'll tell you, Benedetto there, Larry, on that second one, that was a good save. It was a quick save, but boy, he needed to be quick because that one would have went in. Minute 37 to play in this third period. 1-1, the score. For goodness sakes, he's getting excited over there. Still 5-3, Northern Michigan over Lake Superior State. That one in the third period. Now a shot for the point. That one blocked by Schwab. Minute 30 to play as Kirkland Lake keeps it in again. Gold Miners with some pressure here late. Maine. Now the Eagles pick it up. Could have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Jensen across the blue line. Jensen with it. Jensen to Schwab. Schwab shot, save, rebound. Puck loose. Goes behind the net. Now Schwab puts it in front of shot. Another save. My goodness sakes. But the net was off the moorings again.
I thought he made the save and hit the crossbar, too.
Wow. These goaltenders, I'll tell you what, there is no way that you don't give these goaltenders 1 and 2 stars tonight. They are the story right now. It's not the amount of shots as much as the quality shots and saves tonight.
It's the goaltending.
Yeah. Wow. Roden and Benedetto, I guess whoever wins the game, goaltender will get the number 1 star. Minute 11 to play. A lot of ones up there, Larry.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Face-off won by the Gold Miners. Each team would get 1 point if this goes overtime. Butcher's shot, sticked aside by Roden. Now Solis as we're under a minute to play here in the third period. Puck in the near corner in the Kirkland Lake zone. Butcher keeps it in. Nice job. Butcher does it again. Kept it in twice, 3 times. Here's Orfanos. Orfanos, the handball shot. Save. Rebound. Back to the point. Quinn a shot. That one's blocked. Now Butcher can't keep that one. Is it shot over his head? 30 seconds to play. Eagles with the puck now at the blue line. Center ice. Here's Handwall. Lost the puck. Gets it back. Handwall. Backhand shot. Save. Rebound. Behind the net, picked up by the Gold Miners. 20 seconds left. LeBlanc will clear it to Elwood. Now Elwood kicks it ahead to Murphy. Murphy across the blue line. Shot. Benedetto with the save with 12.8 seconds remaining here in the third.
Let's see if somebody calls a timeout. An opportunity here. Each team, because you can't carry it over.
Face off to the left of Benedetto. Big face off here. Eagles want to win it and just get it to overtime, get that point. It would be 3 points ahead of Blind River.
Timeout, yep. See, Gold Miners called it.
Now we have a moment, Larry, and the timeout by Kirkland Lake. Let's look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Timmins now leading French River 5-4. They're down 4-1 in that game.
Unbelievable, eh?
Yeah, they lead by the score of 5-4. And Hearst all over Cochrane, 8-4 at Cochrane. So if those two scores hold, Larry, and Kirkland Lake can get a point, you would have Hearst at 71, Kirkland Lake at 66, Timmins 65, Cochrane 63, Powassan 62. Eagles with the point would have 56 points, 3 ahead of Blind River, and then they would move within 5 of Rayside Balfour. So this is a big point for both these teams.
Really?
And right now, a bigger one for the Eagles because the puck's in their end.
Yeah, they have to. This is their win the face-off. You have to control the puck here now for sure.
If we have overtime, we do a 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime.
Right.
And then a shootout.
Right again.
Thank you. So here we go. Face off to the left of Benedetto. He has made 31 saves tonight, while Dawson Roden has made 42. Big face off here, right of Benedetto. Eagles control the face off. Schwab wraps it off the boards. Eagles might have a scoring chance here as Jensen across the blue line, and that's going to be an offside, so that's pretty much.
Did you see that?
Wow.
Who's that? That's
wow.
21 Bonner. I was talking about the top of the circle.
Well, the bench didn't like what they saw, Larry. I missed it. I was looking down at my notes.
He slew-footed him at the top of the circle.
And the Eagles definitely were upset about that. And I don't think there's going to be any call, as I think that was Jensen that was the recipient of whatever that was. Our radio announcer apparently saw it, Larry. So we look like we are going to overtime. So both teams get a big point. Eagles now 3 points ahead of Blind River for third place. And we'll see if they can get an extra point, if you will, here in a couple minutes, as we'll have a 3-on-3 overtime to see who gets the extra point. Shots on goal, 43-32 in favor of the Eagles. Now, this has had all sorts of action, Larry.
All sorts. I thought the Eagles came out very well in that third period, and then I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
In fact, then they went back to it. I think they would come out there. They were on the Gold Miners. They were throwing their body around, which I like. I always like to see finishing the check. And they got back into it after again. But right now the story is the goaltending here tonight.
Yes. Matt's head's about to explode over there, Larry.
Oh.
Looking at our out-of-town scoreboard while we wait, looks like the Lakers are going to lose. They're trailing by the score of 5-3 with 4 minutes left in Marquette. And the Lakers looks like they will be in fourth place after this weekend's games. So they're still in line for home ice, but they're going to have to take care of business at home against Ferris State next weekend. Again, both these teams in action tomorrow. The Kirkland Lake Gold Miners will be at Blind River. That game's set for 2 o'clock. We're going to try to check some of that one out, Larry, as don't think there's going to be much outside activity due to the weather and everything coming our way. And then the Eagles will be in Chelmsford to take on the Rayside Balfour Canadians. Right now 5 points behind Rayside, so if they can sneak the extra point here and win tomorrow night in regulation, they could be just 2 points behind the Canadians going into the last week of the season. First things first, Larry, they got to try to get that extra point.
Eagles are starting off on the 3-on-3. They got Keller, Clark, and Blair. And 6, 11, and 17, LeBlanc.
Here we go, Larry.
Bassard and Gucci.
3-on-3 hockey. I'm not a big fan of it. The traditionalist that I am. I know fans and yourself like it. Let's hope the Eagles like it and get a goal here.
This is where somebody makes a mistake.
Here's Clark with it. Clark across the blue line. Now Clark moves in. Clark with the shot.
Hey!
And a goal!
9 seconds.
Well,
9 seconds.
Well, 19 seconds to be exact, Larry, as the Soo Eagles
19, sorry.
defeat the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners by the score of 2-1. And you said it, Larry, it takes a mistake, and that was a mistake as the Kirkland Lake player fell down. Lots of room, and Hayden Clark gives the Eagles a big victory by the score of 2-1. Now 4 points clear of Blind River for third place, and now just 4 points behind Rayside Balfour. Big victory for the Eagles. Larry, final thoughts.
The hockey gods are on their side here tonight. You know, goaltending was great for both teams, and I said somebody has to make a mistake here, 3-on-3, and it happens. And it's too bad you lose, but somebody has to on this one. And we're fortunate it was the Eagles that got the lucky break there.
Our final score: the Soo Eagles 2, the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners 1. For our cameraman Rob
Hayden Clark.
Jeez, Larry, holy, what are you doing to me here? I was doing my outro.
Assist number 7, Brendan Blair. And number 8, Kobe Keller.
All three. So Blair and Keller get the assist. Hayden Clark scores the game-winning goal. The Eagles win by the score of 2-1. As I was saying, for our cameraman Rob Horn and Alex Allison, and for color commentator Larry Pozzebon, Scott Nason signing off from Pullar Stadium. We'll talk to you on Friday as the Eagles will take on the Soo Thunderbirds here on Hockey TV.
Good night, folks.